Hi everybody, welcome back to Magika episode 7, I think. Let me just double check. Yeah. That bad. So single digits and I still can't remember where I'm at. With me, Sid, and last episode we finished off this... I'll get the right... No, there. Key, it's difficult. We finished off this magnificent edifice. You, go away. You keep making everything grow, and whilst it looks interesting, it really isn't. Okay. Yeah, this magnificent edifice. Now, we have got a number of things to... let me start off with the storage system and the doubling up of things. And it was actually due to the storage controller. This thing. Essentially, what's happening is this is looking at all connected inventories, as because it was connected to the storage controller and to these, they were getting included twice. Take the storage controller out entirely, and 148, 148, 2. Probably should have picked one that was higher up. 2. Cat down in the corner, check, making noises. So by the simple expedient of taking that block out, this now works. Now I've moved the stairway around again because what I want to be able to do is come up here and just walk around and come up there. But you'll notice here I have a big old chunk of these connectors, and yeah, it's a big old chunk. It's lit up in the middle. There's no spare storage there. And what I'm actually trying to do now is make this into a very chaotic looking storage system. So cupboards, chests, other cupboards, big double chests going across the top. So we've got room to put all sorts of things on here. Even stuck on a sack from things that... These are not ideal. I don't want to use a lot of them because they only have, well, 9 slots, whereas, you know, if it were a barrel it'd have 27, so piece for piece not as good. But once we've got this filled up, this should just look like a big old pile of storage on the floor, and it doesn't really matter. All we need to do then is come round, hit each one, sort it. If there's something I want to put into the storage system, then downstairs, then I get what I need, come down here and then start expanding out the drawer system. And I think that should work well. It also gives me these 2 rows here will work. Just the only thing we lose is this. And similarly we've got bits and pieces over here, and we should be able to, and just double check we can see those. 50, 50. No, actually you can't see. Oh, because they're not connected. They're not connected to the storage system, perhaps. It's using the... Okay, I think I see a problem. I don't think it's a major one. Let's just see what happens. Hang on. I need some of those. And I've got sticks. I can do everything here with me wandy crafty hooferator, because I just need a chest, decal, and some of that, and some of that. That's not right, so I'll rotate it 1. Do that again. I think we're going to need at least 4 here. So get those going. So let's see what happens if I connect, because at the moment there should be in this system 163 netherrack, and I know there won't be. No, there isn't. Now if I were to do that, there is. So that's all I need to do. I just need, I'm going to need to, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I need one more basically. What are you called? Inventory trim. Okay, let me just see if I've got any of that upstairs. I haven't. I have got oak trim, but I don't have inventory trim. But that is not a problem. We can fix that. Easy peasy. Now, what I don't want to be doing this episode is spending all the time on the storage system, because this is a modded series about modded things. So let's make sure that it is about modded things. And what I would like to do is get some more storage options put together. Now, I have chopped down an oak log. What I wanted to have a look at saplings, because I wanted to see, I have got enough to make a mega spruce. That's interesting. Okay. And of course I can go and do jungle. That's not a problem. Let me drop those off. Grab some bone meal. Have a sleep. And then I just need to decide where I'm going to grow the spruce, because what I don't want is a massive great honking expanse of brown ground. Can't even remember what it's called now. You know when you have one of those mental block moments and you kind of go, what is that the stuff called? Yeah, that's what I'm having right now. Right, who's out here? Nobody I can see. Oh, there's a skeleton. Maybe I should have brought a little bit more dirt with me. That might have not been a bad idea. Let me just go and borrow a little from the headland here. Go with that. Shape those corners. I really am not a big fan of sharp corners. Got some flax growing, so we can put more bags on if I want to, but I don't, as I say, I don't want too many of those. What I can do is I can just come out from here and just make myself a little tree growing platform. Plenty of the way away from the dirt, so we don't get any podzol. That was the word I was looking for. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. Podzol to there, but that doesn't matter because we're going to destroy this anyway. And then I have got an axe as well, so we're not going to rely entirely on magic to cut this down. And then I'll make myself a few more of these. We'll get ourselves a decent amount of spruce, just so I can have some wood variations in my storage. I'll be back in a mo. Alright, we got a little bit of spruce out of that, so that's all good. Chuck the dirt away as well. 164, I did that. So one thing I'm concerned about, and I'm never 100% certain until you actually go through and start checking on the crates, is to whether anything that you should be going into the barrels, the storage system barrels, whether they're actually going into any of this storage. Now, clearly that's not, that's great. So that's good. So there was another question asked, and that is there a spell book? That was from the Sevenfold Doctrine of Creation, which is a very impressive YouTube name, it's got to be said. Love it. Anyway, yes, there is a spell book which we can craft, and I have no idea how you use it. Like that, and then we can come into my backpack, grab the Ember spell, which is not one we're using a great deal, and we can put it into there. And that has, now that spellbook bar needs to change. I wonder what I need to do to shift my Ars Magica stuff. Let's have a look. Ars Magica. Journey map. The one probe. Ars Magica Legacy. Next shape group or configure spell. I think it's going to be that. No, I will have to have a hunt around to see if there is a way to change that. But that's fine because the spell book is, you know, for spells we're not going to use a massive amount. Another thing I just wanted to mention very briefly was mana and artifice. So the question has been asked, am I going to, did I not, why did I choose this? Why am I not playing mana and artifice? The overall honest answer, which is the best kind of answer, is I genuinely didn't know about the mana and artifice mod. That's the long and short of it. However, I've got a single player world going in Mana Artifice and I'm playing it a little bit. Basically, I swapped out. Oi, cat! Shh, stop. Yeah, I've been having a little play around with it. It is very, very different to this, so it is one I would definitely want to do a focused play on. But I'm quite enjoying the memory lane element of this one as well. So yeah, long short, I didn't know it existed, but it wouldn't have been the same nostalgia trip, I don't think. Right, so what do I want to do? I want to have a look at, there's a few mods that I've got in here. So obviously we have Farmer's Delight. Farmer's Delight, apart from having a few obvious things which we're going to want in the kitchen, has some cabinets and things which we should be able to make quite easily, I think. I am going to have to put this cat out because she's playing with the blind and she's well, she's very cute. She doesn't understand that I don't want her rattling in the background. There's just the face of abject rapture. She's looking at this thing and say, can I bat it? Can I play with it? I'll be back in a moment. Alright, sorry about that, yeah. So jungle cabinet is the same as a double chest. That will be perfect. Well, cabinets are the same as a double chest, so we will take a few of those. Not necessarily jungle. Let me have a look at what other slabbage I have. I don't have much of anything. Let's have a look at spruce. I've got trapdoors, so if I were to take that much spruce and convert it over and throw that back in, and then we can come in with spruce and take that, grab those, a couple of those. Should I do, oh yeah, I might as well. Swoop. And there's a couple of those in there. I'm not going to go too far into this particular rabbit hole because there are other mods. Backstabbing, interesting. There's the coffin mod. Now I actually have some coffins, so I am actually going to throw a single coffin down. I think maybe two. I don't know. Let's see how many. What I mean, then that is a sizable object, and it will probably, I'm going to grab a couple of those actually. Yeah, let's not be proud. We've cleaned it out after its previous occupants, and if we actually have a look at the coffin mod, graveyard mod, yeah, graveyard mod. I don't think we can make those. I mean, it really would be cool if we could make those. They would be excellent, but we can't. so let's not worry about it. We can make the fire braziers, which is interesting, but that's the thing. And you can make the urns with some terracotta. Now I thought I had an urn. Do I not have an urn? I do have an urn, small cyan urn, which is the size of so might as well use one of those. They'll do for little small things that we don't want to go too mad on. So that's that, and then after the graveyard we've got the Ecologics mod. Now that hasn't got a lot, but I did want to go and have a look at some of these oak supports, because these were what I were looking at or for. Ooh, I don't like them like that though. They do look somewhat more substantial than those, and those could go. Oops, hello. Oh, hello. I did not know that worked, but that's an interesting development. I don't think they do anything fancy in the middle, and I don't think there is any way to get a slab of that on there, which is a shame. But yeah, I think I'm going to just shuffle those around a little bit. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 1, and then another. We'll do one more. Yeah. Let me just shuffle this lot around, and I will be back with you in a moment. Alright, that was enough of Ecologics. Let's have a look at Mr. Crayfish. Let's have a look at Mr. Crayfish's one. Now he has the cabinets, which are pretty straightforward. Let's take one of those, and have I not got any oak made up? Let's correct that. Right, let's have 2 of those. Let's check on the size of them before we go any further. These are smaller, so I don't want to put any significant investment into these beyond that. I think that's more than enough. On the crayfish cabinets, there's the drawers, which we can look at for the furniture and things. There's a whinging kitten outside. I think these crates are also fairly limited. Let's grab a couple of those. Oh no, they're the same size, so they could be something we have 1 or 2 more of. Maybe not that one though. Maybe we go for something like, what have I got in stripped? Nothing. I've got a whinging kitten outside. She's tough. She's going to have to learn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me strip 4 of those. Damn it. Axe. Tell you what, let's just make a stone axe. That's probably the simplest trick here. Now the stone, let me just check. It has gone back where I expected it to. That's fine. And I'm going to quickly snooze the night off, actually, before we get a large influx of unpleasantness outside. Right. Grab those, jump in there, take a spruce crate. That should be perfect. Right, what else? Anything else? Oh, I forgot about those. I might make some of those at some point, but not today. Drawers, not really a thing. Okay, so crayfish we kind of had a look at. Builders, crafts and additions, there's quite a lot, including pillows, cushions and stuff. These countertops, there are bookshelves which we'll use elsewhere, and we have used elsewhere. There are shelves which we'll use elsewhere. These are cabinets like that, which if we were to go and just make cabinet, hang on, not quite there, no, there. Just make one of those. Let me have a look. What's your storage like, Mr. Cabinet? Not as good, so again, don't want to invest too heavily into anything that's too small. But we can go, say, no, we can go here. I do need some more chesticles. So hang on. And just an ordinary, just a chest. Thank you. Do I want to go there? Well, why not? That's as good as any. And maybe we can throw in... I haven't got either of those. What have I got in the way of panels over in here? Oak. I've got so much oak, I just want to do something different. Jungle. Let me make a little jungle wood panelage. Throw together another chesticle. Just make a chest. Oh, that kitten. I'm just going to let her back in again. She's whinging at the door. Back in a second. Alright, it's in. We have got 1,879 free slots out of 2,114 slots. I think we're good for a while. We've certainly got everything in the system, including probably a lot of stuff we don't need, to be honest. So, I did see that if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, what was that? Where's she gone now? You let her in, explain to her that she's got to behave, and she goes, yes, I understand, I'll behave, I'll be a good kitty, blah blah blah, and then probably goes and just forgets about it. I swear blind, she's a menace. Can I can get you, so that rooted dirt will be handy. Obviously I need more rooted dirt, but that's another question entirely. And how am I for smooth stone? I'm actually not very good for stone, to be honest. And this is one of the problems with the current version, current meta. When you're mining at a low depth, you don't get as much cobble. So we are going to need to address that. But in terms, this system will grow, and I'm just going to leave this to grow organically now. I'm not going to try and plan everything out. Up here we still need to get some decoration around. I will throw a few chests and stuff in corners, a few other bits and pieces of furniture. I may just whack some bookshelves up on this wall. You know, why not? We can do all of that. We've got to decorate this, and then I need to come up with a purpose for the mezzanine floor, which I really don't have at the moment. So yeah, that's a question and a half. But all of this storage, every single last piece, is accessible from the terminal downstairs. Now the crafting terminal, let me just come in here, because I think what we could actually do is whack in, and well, if I had the diamonds we could, I don't, so let's forget that for now. Storage terminal I could put up there, that'd be fine, grab stuff out, but yeah, we'll get stuff going on around there with that. So I would like to make a few. Get these right. A bit of that, a little bit of that, and just a few more of those in the first instance. And I'd like to, I'll get you off the ground and pop you down. I mean, I would love to place the door in such a way as, you know, it didn't have that kind of thing going on, but unfortunately we do. So, and the other thing I need is, of course, is a shovel, because I don't have one. And it would prove, I think, handy. Just to throw a few path blocks down. Maybe there, maybe there. Throw a little bit of this. And we'll get this kind of thing going on. I have put some lanterns out there, so I just go and get myself a little... Oops, hello. Let me just double check. Oh, I have got a shovel. Okay. Just a little something like that. A little something. Right, so I've been heavily concentrating on the storage system. We still need a kitchen. We still need to do some actual magic again. That would be a novelty. And I actually need to store all of this stuff, which I just realised I have not done yet. So I'm going to sleep the night off. I'm going to store the stuff that's left in my bag away, and then I want to start addressing some other bits and pieces. So I'll be back in a second. Alright, I'm just looking at the Oculus at the various options we have. We have heal spell, and we can move into healing. We've got the jump boost and slow falling and all of that tree. I'm interested. I'm going to put a point into shrink. We may not be able to do it. We actually need to go and have a look at that, but I also want to have a point into ignition, which is a green spell, and portable furnace. Do I ever really want a portable furnace? I genuinely don't know. But I could go into area of a effect. What am I? Do I need to have that as well? Alright, so I need to have frost and magic, which will give me area of effect. And then we can go into drowning damage. Can't do anything down there. What about personal? Anything more on personal? Clean up the mess? Probably not. Charm, place block, target non-solid. Never really been a big fan of the target non-solid stuff. True sight, lunar. Decisions. Plant. Let's go plant, because then we can go plough and harvest, which might be interesting. And grow is always an option, so we can go in that direction. Now we are a full hole one in dig at the moment, so we desperately need to do something about that. And first things that we can do is we can clear that all of this. Let's have a look. So if I want to do a target self and a shrink spell, I need to go and make myself a writable book, don't I? Let's call it Shrinky Dinky, because, you know, that's a nice, sensible, serious spell name for a serious spell. I need ink and a feather, which could be more problematic then. Could be very problematic, in fact. Well, ink shouldn't be. There's an entire ocean out there. Feather might be. What I'm actually wondering is whether I could take these, actually take out that drawer there. But let's do it. Well, let's not do it right now. No, actually, no. Let's do it. Let's go into there. We want some trim. I think I've got one. I have. And the question I'm wondering is, could I, if I were to have an access terminal, doesn't need, or even the crafting terminal, once I've got diamonds for it, could I take a pile of that trim over there and into the house? And it's an intriguing question, I think you'll agree. So one we will sort out later, but right now I'm here for feathers. And we haven't got any. Okay. Abandon everything we were going to do. We are off to find a chicken. And I'm liking the way this build is turning out. It's a little bit in style, cliche, if you like, for me, because it's kind of the thing I normally build, which there's an element, to be fair, of that. That was not a chicken, that was actually a sheep pretending to be a chicken. Squids though. Man, I really need feather falling. Why can't squids drop feathers? That would make life so much easier. Right, where's 3 ink? That'll do me for now. Let's go and hunt down a chuck. This may take a while. I'll be back in a bit. Alright, I've had a thought. We need to make a chicken farm. And I know it's not big, it's not glamorous, but we need it. Let me have a look what we like for eggs. I've got 13 eggs. I happen to know where there is a chicken. So have I got bars? I don't. What I'm going to do is make the supplementaries cage, which is going to require a reasonable amount of iron, actually. An unreasonable amount, if I'm honest, because I don't have a huge amount smelted up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3. But this will save us a hell of a lot of time and effort. So let us make up those. Get some slabbage and do that. Bit of that. Some of that. That will give us one of those. I am also going to need a hopper, aren't I? But I probably should sleep first, and then we'll go and grab the chicken that I've already found. Come on. Thank you. And we'll get... I'll probably start off with a temporary chicken farm and just stick it somewhere out there, you know, just really simple, nothing fancy. It doesn't have to kill them, just has to make me lots of eggs, and we can breed up the chickens and all of the good stuff. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, and then I'm going to need a chesticle and all the usual stuffs. No chest. Okay, that's simple enough to fix. Make me 2 of those, so I've got enough for the hopper. And that, what am I like for glass? I've got 1, 2, 3 of them. Maybe we'll just take the rest in that. I don't think I need to get... have I got any carpet? Got moss, that'll do. Actually, that'll do better than carpet, to be honest. And let's get ourselves... we'll set it up back here, just out of the way, so I'm not having to listen constantly to the cluck, cluck, cluck of a chuck, chuck, chuck. And just give that'll do. Well, we'll do it properly, but that'll do for that. Chalk in a little bit of this action. Ow, yeah, you see, I'm just too committed into the old stone, and now I've gone and gib. Let me just go and grab some steps or something, so I've got a bit of slabbage, and I think we'll be good on that. Don't think we need to get any more fancy than we've got going on there. Slab. Really haven't got much, have I? It's quite disappointing, really. Okay, we'll take a couple of them. That will do the trick. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll stick a bit of cut tough in the middle. There we go. And then I need some stirs, which we'll do with stone, because that's what I've used. And that should be simple enough for us to just acquire enough chickens and eggies to make that work, I think. So 1, 2 and 3, and I'm not even going to make it look nice. It can just go like that for now. Little bit of this going on the top. We'll use what eggs. And that'll allow us to get at least, I've got 2, so I actually can go and kill the chicken I've got, can't I? I can always come back and presumably, can I? No, well, let me just go and see if I can feed those from here. I can. That's fine. So I can, once they're grown up, I can get seeds. I don't think I'll have any problem getting seeds with the dryads around. And yeah, let me just put a trapdoor on that actually, rather than a slab, because, you know, that way I can get in. And we'll boop, boop, boop. Yeah, and then that should see us. I know where there is an adult chicken, and I'll probably go and capture one of them, and then we'll aim to perfect. Right, we're going to go and grab the chicken. I've got my cage, so that will work for transporting small animals like chickens. Obviously, it doesn't work for transporting large items like cows, so that's a thing. But if we go to temp, and pick that back up, because I don't want to leave that here. There was a chicken around here somewhere. I did see it, which is why I put that down to save me having to hunt the thing down again. There it is, trying to get away from me. I think there's right, one adult chicken. Now I think see, that's a sheep, isn't it? I thought I saw a chicken, but it wasn't. It was actually a sheep. That, I think, is a chicken, though. You could just see your beady little eyes. Oh, you. How can a chicken, which is basically meat clothed in feathers, not actually give me any feathers? Or, for that matter, any meat? How many times have you killed a chicken only to find out that it actually didn't have any meat at all? It was a lie. It was really just a big cage of feathers surrounding a big pile of nothing. That's annoying. I mean, I could kill the one I've just caught, and that's probably what I'll end up doing, to be honest, while I've got the two babies sitting in there, you know, being baby chickens. But I'll just have a look around, see if I can't kill. Because having an extra, I mean, I'm going to breed them quite a bit, so I've got a few chickens in that breeding cell, but just annoying. There we go, chickens for days. And an egg, perfect. I'm going to say, don't you dare. So yeah, I haven't forgotten about that. There is a slight problem with that, and that is A, it's probably quite nasty, and B is that which spawns them. So yeah, that's why I've not really gone out my way to look at these dungeons, that dungeon over there. Nothing there. I'm just curious as to what else there is in the area now, you know, what's in the neighbourhood. So I'll wander back, I'll get myself back home, we'll get the chickens going, I can then have a look at making the spell, and we'll take it from there. Interesting bluey blocks, more DP slate, Assurine. I mean, there's some amazing, oh, and there's some Vitium, but again, I'm not desperate for that right now. I haven't got one eye. Well, I have got. You know what? If I don't get it, I'll kick myself. I don't think there's anything to worry about in there, so let's just do that. Right, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, we got him in. We'll just leave them there. They can do the thing. I've got 3 feathers. I killed about 10 chickens, so God knows what those chickens were wearing, but it weren't feathers. And I do need to make some ink and a feather and a book. Ink, feather and book, not black dye, idiot. Come on, right, let's go and make this thing. Did I take... I want to just have a look at the oculus as well, because if I got the... What have we got? In the... Here we had... Charm. So that's blue. You got plant furniture, grow, chain. Now charm is... Let's have a look. Oh, we've got an area of effect, blah blah blah. After charging your spell, you can shape it into a blast that radiates outwards. Okay, that's good. What was the other ones we took? We took frost damage. We took magic damage, which bypasses most armors unless they are things. We have ignition, which... Then we have plant, which can cause seeds from your inventory to be planted in the ground if the conditions are right for it to grow. Best coupled with area effect for rapid planting. Okay, and shrink. Make yourself tiny. When this is effective active, you are physically smaller. Due to the lightweight, you fall slowly enough that landing doesn't hurt. However, all damage you do is halved. Button, spider's eye, mushroom. Don't think there's actually any major issues there. So what I wanted to do... Oh, I don't have... Okay, yeah, I can't look it up because I don't have it. Okay. That's fine. Let's go and make our Shrinky Dink spell, and let's go and work out what we... Well, we can work out what we need from the arcane thing, because it is just a self and shrink. So shapes is self, so it's just Vitium and an on. Okay. I really do need to cook up, or at least get rid of this food in my inventory as well. Boop, and boop, and boop. Vitium, and an on, which is downstairs. There. Okay, so that's that, and then we're using shrink, bone, mushroom, spider's eye, and a button. Okay, let's see what we got. Might need to go hunt a spider. Hope not. Nope, we got a spider's eye. Do we have a bone? Yeah, of course we do. We do have the makings of a button and a mushroom. We have that one as well. Excellent. Probably need to make that, and we will most definitely need to make, have I got any paper? Got the one piece of paper, got 2 sticks. We'll need some of that. Alright, let's go and see what this spell entails, because this one could be handy. Right, so chuck one of those, that, bone, mushy room, spider's eye, button, spell parchment. Lovely. Right, what looks like a teeny shrinky winky effect. Something that looks like I'm getting smaller. I don't know. I wish you could load your own image. There must be a way to load your own images. But let's go with that. It kind of looks that way. Right, let's have a look at myself. Doesn't change. Have I missed something? I mean, I can't get through that. Okay, it does say work in progress, so you don't fall slowly enough. No, it's a bust. Doesn't work. It was always a risk. It's work in progress, so you know. Fine, fair enough. Chalk that one up to experience. In fact, we might as well just put you in there. Oh, you can't go in there. Okay, well, you might as well go in the book then, eh? But well, you're not active. That's a shame. That is a shamey shame. So I need to get myself, well, what did shrink do to my aura actually? Where did 0.92 arcane? Okay. So it brought that back down. Interesting. Right, let me have a think about what I want to do next, and I'll be back in a short while. Okay, so just one thing I wanted to do briefly. Is over here we found a librarian, and the librarian has got an Aqua Affinity book, which is not what I want. The librarian now no longer has a job. Get a job. Still no longer has a job. So I don't want to do villager farming. I don't want to do villager trading. I don't want to do anything, you know, where we take these guys, make them curse of vanishing, wonderful. Make them utterly useless. Well, put them in with a zombie, get them all flustered, you know, kill them, cure them, get the prices down, and basically cheese the system. However, I am prepared to use a villager in the wild like this. Placeable, not back. Wonderful. That was terrible. And try and get a villager or one or two villagers which have a few basic essentials. Obviously, mending. Don't need it for the armor. Don't really need it for my spell, but I will. Blast protection. Yeah, I don't. Well, I do want it, but I don't want it now. I want feather falling. Silt. Oh, you git. You get. I haven't got enough emeralds either, so I need to find a villager to trade with. I can always then go and try and borrow their stuff, I think, and then try and trade with them using their own things. Because mind you, I don't really want Silk Touch, do I? But I do. I am going to need to get some more emeralds. What are you trading, sir? Beetroot or emeralds for bread? You don't have any beetroot, do you? You're not even trading beetroot. What's that? No job? Oh, terribly sorry, sir. Try that. Beetroot and tomato, wonderful. There you go. Onions and tomatoes. Can you not trade for the stuff you've got stacked up all over your village? Potatoes. I mean, I could go back and get potatoes, but they're not particularly good trades. I don't need to get a lot. I just need to make sure that I have got enough. Good grief. What do I have to do to get this guy to trade wheat? Anyway, I'm going to basically do this until I get what I want. And then I'm going to get myself a Feather Falling 3 book. That's what I'm after. Don't care about anything else. Feather Falling 3. And I'll get a couple. Well, we'll have the opportunity to get a couple of them. Come back. Oh, thank you. Oh, you are useless. Try again. Oh man. But I'm going to do this between episodes. This is villager trading, and I don't want to do this in any great deal or any great quantity, so I'm not going to do this on camera. But next episode, we'll come back and we will hopefully not be taking fall damage every time I trip over a pebble. Wheat. Gotcha. Give me your emeralds. That'll do me. For starters, I can get more. Right, you don't die. Let me go and have a look. So yeah, that's my plan for between episodes. I will get that sorted, and I will see you in a little while. Well, next episode, but it'll be a little while for for me, because obviously I'm going to be doing other things between episodes, so I don't fall down anymore. Come on, don't tell me that's all the wheat you had. They're going to tell me that's all the wheat they had, isn't it? I don't even have enough to trade another bushel of wheat with them. Alright, I've got wheat back home. That is not a problem. Yeah, I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. See you soon and bye for now.